to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We back in the house, boy, repping the 305. All right. Woo-wee. What a game we got on tomorrow afternoon, not morning. Afternoon, where we go over, they already had it there, but go over to the DMV to see if we can get this dub against the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, man. Time to go face Deebo once again. Can we win this game? Let's find out what I feel. All right. This is a tough one. We've come a long way, Dolphins. Okay, this has been a pretty good season for us. We're right where we want to be. We could either add a win and a loss, 2 losses, or 2 wins to finish out the year. We're 11-4. We're sitting pretty, but we still have work to do. All right, we're going up against the 12-3 Ravens, a team that just dismantled the 49ers, which, by the way, we run an identical offense to, scheme-wise, with more speed, of course. So let's talk about this speed. Tyreek Hill is going to play. That's great. Waddle is not. No bueno. All right? Waddle is out for this game. High ankle sprain. We're not going to have him. But at least we will have chosen. Now, here's a little funny stat for you. Funny statistic that you might not know, but you might know. Waddle has missed a game this year. AP class. What game was that? You're right. The Cleveland game. Not the Cleveland, sorry. Broncos game. We didn't play Cleveland this year. What happened in that game that Waddle missed? Shamney. That's not happening again. Okay? That game is not happening again. But Chosen will be available, just like he was that game, to play this game. All right? Because he has come off of the concussion protocol. So, with him being back and able to play as the second spacer, we can still run our scheme the way we want to run our scheme. Now, is he going to be as effective as Waddle at getting open? No. But he can catch an eye route. He can catch a slant, take it to the house. You know, he could do those 2 things. So he's not your guy that's going to make guys miss a lot and has a lot of wiggle to him. He's a little bit taller, right? He's real skinny, but he's not a little guy when it comes to height. So he's not as shifty as some of these other guys, but he can still catch an eye route, catch a slant across the middle, things like that. You don't want to get him hit like you did last week. Again, we don't want that. We don't want him leaving this game with any type of issues. But having him back is going to definitely be a good help to us, and we're going to need it because the Ravens ain't no joke. The Ravens have a top 5 defense overall. They're number 1 in scoring defense. They don't let up a lot of points. They are really, 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 really good. Okay? Number 1 in sacks. Number 2 in quarterback hits. Guess who's number 2 in sacks and number 1 in quarterback hits? The Dolphins. All right, so both of our defenses get after the quarterback very, very, very well. All right, we need to get after their quarterback while their defense doesn't get after our quarterback. All right, so this is a battle of offensive lines. Whose offensive line can protect the best? One quarterback can do damage with his legs if you don't hold the pocket well, and the other quarterback will do damage if you can't get to him fast enough. All right, so we'll see, right? When it comes to that part, I don't know. We'll see if Tua can be kept clean and do damage. And we'll see if Lamar escapes the pocket and does damage, or if he just kills us from the pocket, which he's more than capable of doing. Lamar Jackson's a really, really good quarterback. Like, he's in upper echelon, close to elite. I'm not putting him in elite because this year, because he doesn't have the stats passing wise. He hasn't needed it. Not that he can't light you up passing the ball, but he hasn't really needed it. So I'm not gonna put him in that elite category. But is he an elite playmaking quarterback? Yes. When it comes to playmaking, he's elite. Okay, but now is he an elite passer? No. All right. Tua is inching himself towards being an elite passer, but he's not an elite playmaking quarterback. All right, so there you go, right? There's different tiers, there's different type of things, but they both do great things for their offenses, and it works out well for both parties. We know that we have speed, all right? One other thing we do have is a good running game. Ravens are going to be looking to stop that running game. This is the type of game where you're like, okay, Tua, beat us. All right? Yeah, we know last year, 6 touchdowns, we got it. All right? 6 touchdowns. Beat us. Beat us. Beat us. Okay? Beat us. Tyreek Hill, you're not going to have him. Beat us. All right? They're going to try and double team Tyreek Hill, especially if Hamilton plays. Now, if Hamilton doesn't play for them, that safety, they might have a few problems on their hands. But the same way it was last year is not how it's going to fare this year. There's not going to be breakdowns in the defensive secondary. That's not going to happen. And we're not going to have 2 wide open touchdowns to Tyreek Hill in the fourth quarter. Now, do we get touchdowns? Yes, of course. All right. But it's not going to be the same way it was last year. That game was that game. This game is this game. Now, should we take some of the good things we did in that game and bring it to this game? Yes. But the same way we will is the same way they will. All right, they're going to take the good things they did in the first half against us, and they're going to apply it to this game. And then on the offensive end, they're going to take the good things they did to get them all those points in the first place before we came back and apply it to this game. We have a different coordinator, though. So what we're going to have to do is make sure Fangio and this defense can keep up. All right, we've played them the last 2 times and won. One at our house, one at their house. One on Thursday night, one at 1 o'clock on Sunday. All right? Both of those games looked really different. One was a defensive game. One was a high-octane offensive game, and we won both. Tua happened to be the quarterback at the end of the game in both, leading the wins. Tua is 1-0, 1.5-0, if you want to count the game against them on Thursday night where he came in for Brissett at halftime. 1.5-0 against the Ravens. Right? He hasn't lost against the Ravens. Now, when Tua typically hasn't lost against a team, he doesn't lose to said team. All right? I.e., being undefeated against the Patriots and the Jets. So, can he do it again? That's the question. Let's talk about the Ravens real quick. The Ravens, this year, they've been on a tear. I've mentioned that. They are a really good football team. I've mentioned that. When it comes to their offense, right, Zay Flowers is battling something. I don't know if that's going to hinder him or not. Don't know if he's going to be able to even play the game or not. Don't know. All right. One of their running backs, the rookie, Mitchell, he's out for the year. Knee issue. Okay? He's not going to be there. So they're going to have to rely on Justice Hill. And Edwards, I believe, is the other guy's last name. Those guys, they're decent, but the run game isn't the same without Mitchell. Now, they do have a really good quarterback in Lamar Jackson that can runs the rock. All right? Dolphins, unbeknownst to me, have allowed like 117 yards to running quarterbacks through the year. We've been really good against running quarterbacks. Go figure. I didn't know that. None of those guys were Lamar Jackson, though. None of them. All right. Yeah, we've been good against running quarterbacks this year. We only played Josh Allen once, and he ain't need to run. And now we got to play Lamar Jackson, and he different. So when it comes to this game, Chubb, Van Ginkel, Agba is, I don't know. Maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't. Wilkins, Sealer. Okay, I'm not going to count Agba. You four, including David Long, which is 5, and Duke Riley. And on top of that, we need safety help. Holland, who seems to might be playing this game. All 7 of y'all need to keep your eye on Lamar Jackson. Make sure Lamar Jackson does not get out the pocket to go do damage. Make sure of it. Because he's the type of guy that will ruin the entire afternoon with his legs. Don't let him escape for big plays. Keep him in the pocket. He will toy with you in the pocket. He's one of those guys that's looking to get space to let the ball off, and he's got the different arm angles. He can sidearm it. He can twist his body, throw it off platform. He can flick it 60 yards, 70 yards. He's one of those type of guys. All right, he's got that Pat Mahomes flair when it comes to throwing in the pocket with these different arm angles. Don't let this man escape the pocket clean and find somebody downfield. Okay? He can hold on to the ball for 6, 7, 8 seconds to find somebody open. No corner can cover that long. Now, thank God we got 2 good ones. 1.5 really, because I don't know what X has been on lately, but hopefully this is the game X wakes up because we're going to need him. But we also do have Jalen Ramsey, who I'm sure is upset about last week. He ain't going to want to let that happen again, so he's going to be really looking for a pick and looking to get some turnovers and make plays because he don't want to go out like that. I can't wait to watch this game. My heart is really telling me we have a really good chance in winning this game. I'll be honest with y'all. Like, something about me is excited, cautiously optimistic. This is the type of game you want to see at the end of the year. Like, thank you, scheduling people, for putting this game at the end of the year. As much as it's going to hurt, right, to watch a game if we lose, you want to see your team respond. We need a big game from Tua. To me, this game is as much on Tua as it is the defense, right? Because we got to be able to stop their offense, but dog, we need Tua to borrow somebody's cape, right? Borrow somebody's Superman cape, put that bad boy on, and for one game in your life, just be Superman this one time, all right? Just carry us over the hump this one time, all right? That's all we need for you, Tua. You ain't got to do it next week. This week right here, find a way to carry us over. All right? Don't just be a part of it. Be the reason why. Just this one time, please. All right, we're going to ask you again in the playoffs, but for the regular season, just this one time, carry us over the hump. Get us this W away so we can doggone be in position to have a bye in the playoffs and home court, home field advantage throughout the playoffs. We have it right there in our grasp. Let's go get it, man. That's my heart. My head, yeah. My head does not feel the same way my heart does. Unfortunately not. All right, now, don't know which one I'm going to go with just yet. But it's a tough game to pick. Looked across all these different platforms and medias, and ain't nobody really giving the Dolphins a chance. We -4 right now, I believe. Or sorry, +4. Not -4. +4. All right, we're done dogs by 4. And not many teams are picking us to win. Now, A lot of our Dolphin creators are picking us to win. You know, the likes of Doug, TD, CB83, and those guys that were on with Stephen D. By the way, go check that out. Dolphins Roundtable. That was a really good episode. They got us winning. I promise you, I'm trying to pick this game. All right. I'm big boy pants on. My heart versus my head. My heart saying we got this. Pick us to win. My head is saying, brother, y'all ain't winning this one. You gonna get beat. You the Dolphins. This is what y'all do. This late in the season. In my prediction, I'm going to go with my head, man. I got to. I'm sorry. I'm not going with my heart on this one. I got us losing this game 35-23, man. Like, we just ain't going to put up enough points. They're going to beat us. I hope I'm wrong. I hope if I went with my heart, I don't know what the score would probably be, maybe 23-22. I don't know. But right now I'm going with my head. We losing 35-23. That's it. We'll move on to Buffalo, and we will see what happens. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. See y'all after the game. Please put in the bottom in the comment section what your prediction is. And on top of that, by the way, on New Year's Day, I'm going to drop a special video for y'all and make, we're going to have a special guest come on, and we're going to announce the winner of the subscriber giveaway for 4K. I'll holler at y'all after the game. I'm out.